Let's go. Oh shit. Damn, they said no sound. Bomba Clyde, what was going on, man? I thought we had sound. Okay, let's do this. April 16th to the 18th in New York City. For the family that says that they haven't seen us in New York doing anything in a while, well, we back. Red and Blue will be in New York City. The Twin Pillars will be in the building. We will be joined by our good sister, Karma Soul, and the other good sister, the goddess, Rain Global. And our host is going to be our good brother, Orajay. Go to the Eventbrite and put elevation. It is going to be the week of April 16th to the 18th. That's the weekend. Look, weed is legal. Marijuana is legal in New York. So you could come get you an Airbnb. I don't care if you from El Segundo. I don't care if you from wherever you could be from Alaska. Pull up in New York. We're going to be rolling out the purple carpet. Pull up, come and chop it up. Spend a weekend with the bros and the goddesses at the Elevation event. It is going to be lit. All right. April 16th to the 18th. Red and Blue. All right. Alongside Karma and alongside our good sister Rain. Go to Eventbrite and put elevation the same way it's spelled EVAT1ON. And yeah, you're gonna you'll get your tickets. And then on March the 31st, on Wednesday, that's next Wednesday, y'all, 9 p.m. to midnight, Brother Red Pill will be hosting the Evolution Will Be Digitized 2021. You dig? And that will encompass topics will be discussed, will be decentralized autonomous organizations, which are DAOs, also cryptocurrency, also blockchain technology, and also NFTs, which are non fungible tokens. This is going to be on Zoom only, online only. If you bought your tickets, you will receive your link the day of the event. Okay, the day of the event, you will receive your link. You will be in the building. Bring your pens, bring your pads. It's going to be a lot of note taking. If you are not available for the lecture, you will be able to view it video on demand the next day. Okay, so pull up, and pull up. All right, and also another date that we have, April 4th and the 5th in Chicago. Shout out to my Chi-Town family out there. Shout out to the Chi-Town family. It's gonna be me and the brother Mansa. All right, aka Cheyenne the Liberator. We will be in Chicago. It's gonna be hosted by our good brother Chicago Crypto. All right, Chicago, Chi-Town, Chirac, whatever y'all call it. We are gonna be in the building April 4th, April 5th. Well, it really starts April, I think, the 3rd. It's a whole weekend. I'll have the flyer very soon. Let's do the roll call. All right. Yeah, marijuana is legal. They just passed it. All right. Let's do the roll call for the family that's in the building. Yes, indeed. Salute to everybody. Okay. What's the vendor fee for New York? Yeah, hit me up. Pull up. Shit. Hop off. Come on, Jefferson. I know you got the flight hookups, Spirit Airline. You know what I mean? You just got to say your prayers before you go in the air. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, pull up to the town. Yeah. When are we coming back to Vegas? Ah, man, that's a good one. Very soon. Hopefully. Harlem in the building. All right. From Senegal and you live in New York City. That's what I'm talking about. I was gonna eat some Senegal food today. Yeah. Shout out to Senegal. All right. Merritt Island, Florida. Boston. Y'all got a black mayor, and it's a black lady, a sister. Salute to Boston. I will be pulling up for the inauguration for that. I like that. I like that. That's a good look right there. The Bronx is in the building. Akron, Ohio is in the building. Land of the Giants. Jersey. I'm talking about Detroit. Yeah. We do U-Haul trucks. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let's talk about that offline. Let's have that convo. I'll go half with you on the U-Haul. Dartmouth. I see you, Dartmouth. I think I caught a case in Dartmouth years ago. We keep that on the low. Cincinnati, Ohio. Pleasanton, Cali, Delaware, Trinidad and Tobago. I was just watching a documentary today. Do you know about Michael X? Huh? Do you know about Michael X? He was in London. He was a revolutionary that they hung in Trinidad. He was doing fuckery. You know about Michael X? He got inspired by Malcolm X. Seattle in the building. All right. Sanford. Houston. Houston was taking care of the God when I was out there. Shout out to Houston. Shout out to the Houston family. Always love from Houston. Mississippi in the building. That's right. Detroit in the building. Miami, Florida. What's up with Sleepy Joe? That nigga sleeping. You know what I'm talking about? Sleepy is sleeping. He's the worst president ever. South Central in the building. West Phoenix in the building. Trenton in the building. The most unprecedented. The president is still acting unpresidential. Bitch, I'm in the Bronx with the evils like it's residential. Yeah, man. I'm ashamed to say I'm from America. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, Zamunda's in the building. That's where I'm from. Zamunda in the building. I ain't even from America right now. I'm in Zamunda. Dallas. I see you, Dallas. Salute. Was it on Netflix? No. It was on YouTube. Let me look at the name of it. The God A. Rashid put me onto this just tonight, and I went and watched it on the way home. I had some time to spare. Let me go and look it up for you. Can't Get You Out of My Head. Go check that out. I don't want to catch a copyright. Can't Get You Out of My Head. Very informative. I love documentaries, the way they put them things together. Very informative. From the BBC, right? From the BBC. Moneybag Joe. Niggas done blew the stimmy, bro. Okay, you the hottest. That's okay. I like that. I was just listening to Goat. I was thinking to myself, should I play Goat? And you said that that's your hottest track. All right, I like. Yeah, Goat is definitely fire. Goat is definitely fire. Louisville. I got the word that we're coming to Louisville for the Knowledge Fest in the summertime. We're gonna be in Louisville. Shout out to Louisville. Shout out to my peoples out there. Amen. Yeah, Patah, my bro Patah. He's bringing us back to Louisville. We was in Louisville for the Knowledge Fest with KT the Arch Degree years ago at the Muhammad Ali Center. I think it was the year that he made transition, Muhammad Ali. And Louisville was giving up mad love. We was in a hood too. Like literally, respectful. We was in a hood. You know? Is that the guy that did hyper normalization? No, I don't believe that's the same person. But oh, Adam Curtis. His name is Adam Curtis. Did he do hyper normalization? Yeah, Goat is fire. We might end this show with Goat. I'm feeling that. Yeah, Cold World. That's my shit. You know what I mean? That's my thing. That's my thing. You know. So yeah, salute to everyone in the building tonight. We did the roll call. You know, it's late and shit. It's like it's 1 o'clock where I'm at. So I know people is kind of niggas needs kind of drowsy. You know, did we visit the cultural center? Yes, we did. We did our lecture at it was at the Arts Theater. It was a state of the art theater. The elder who made transition, Brother Franklin, he died in a car accident afterwards. He made he sustained he felt, he was injured as a result of a car accident, and he fell to his injuries and whatnot. That was a real cool, very, very down to earth elder. I have some behind the scenes footage with him. I'm gonna put something together and just put a little video out there for tribute. But yeah, man, Yeah, rising power to mums as well. You know, rising power to mums. Oh, they talked about Michael X and Bank Job. I didn't see Bank Job. Yeah, Michael X. I never you learn something every day. I didn't ever know about Michael X. You know? I didn't know about Michael X. Oh, so you knew him, Frida? Yeah, he had the radio show. That's right. He was well known for his radio show. He from New York too. He had that swag. You know what I mean? He had mad swag. When I met him, he rolled up a joint. He was the promoter. When got off the plane, we got off the plane in Vegas. That was the time that it was snowing. Yeah, it was fucking with that. It was snowing in Vegas, out of all places. And he had somebody come and scoop us from the airport. Then we met him by the hotel. And then when we hopped out, he pulled out a joint, my nigga, some fire. Some fire. Now that's the kind of promoters that I like. And you know, I don't want to put out the wrong impression because the janky promoters might be listening and think the only thing that they got to do is roll up a joint for niggas. Like, I'm not a cheap date, but you know, I appreciated the elder for his realness. You know what I'm saying? Very down to earth, very funny. He was in love with life, and it hurt when I heard the news of him making his transition and whatnot. But I know that he's watching over us along with the pantheon of elders who we've crossed their paths on our journey and they've tapped out. You know, yeah, some high grade flowers. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, rising power to mums. If people are not familiar with who that brother was, I don't know if you ever watched Def Comedy Jam. He was in the Oz TV show. He was a very talented actor slash poet in the, you know, in that woke circle with Most Def and all of them from back in the days. He made transition today. Yeah, he brought Walter Williams. Yeah, he brought Mad Scholars. He told me about all of that. Nigga, he brought Red and Blue to Vegas. Fuck is you saying? He brought Red and Blue to Vegas. That was legendary. You know what I'm talking about? You know? This was in 2000 and woo, we in 21. When was this? I think this was 2019. It was 2019 in February. Wasn't long ago, you know? And I got the video. I got the video. I got the presentation. It was like 2.5 hours. Good production. Yeah, shout out to Tampa. We see you. Mums, he was on the Chappelle show. Okay. He was on the Chappelle show as well. You was there, King Energy? Yeah. King Energy 44. He said dope show in Vegas. We did our thing on that stage. You know? We did our thing. You know what I'm talking about? I see you, Miami, coming through, getting all of that vitamin D. I got an app on my phone that tells me where's the vitamin D strongest at, and it's Florida. Y'all don't know how lucky y'all are. Where I'm at, I don't get no vitamin D. You know what I'm talking about? I don't get no vitamin D where I'm at. This shit is for the birds. I gotta relocate, man. I gotta go somewhere tropical. You know, trying to get my melanin up. Trying to get my melanin up. You know. Oh, you saw the video? Yeah, I think I put the video up, right? I think I put the video up. But yeah, man. So how's everybody doing, you know, on this Thursday evening? I know we had tapped in with each other on a Tuesday. I did the Melanin Tuesday. That was lit. You know what I mean? I still getting replies from that. People are still sending me cash apps. They like, yo, thank you for talking about relationships and polygamy and monogamy, you know, affairs of the heart, because that resonates with a lot of people. Now, I'm no relationship expert. I can't I can't claim the, you know, I can't be the jack of all trades. You know what I'm talking about? Can't be the jack. I can't master everything. You know what I mean? So That's not really my strong point like that. I could tell you about relationships that failed and shit that I did to mess up. I'm a Scorpio, so I'm wild messy. So, you know, you're not gonna get I don't know if Scorpios could even legally give out relationship advice, to be honest with you, because we think from a different type of cortical we think from a different type of our brain, and it's not our monkey brain, but we definitely see things from a different perspective than the other signs. So if I were to give you relationship advice from a Scorpio, that might fuck up your whole world. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna be very biased. You know what I'm saying? Right, Mike P? Yeah, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? We cannot do that. And what I'm not gonna do though, I'm not gonna harp on Derek Jackson. It feels like the whole internet is on his shoulders right now. I didn't know he was so loved. You know, I didn't know that he was so loved. You know, to be honest with you, like I said in the show, I didn't even know who the homie was. I feel kind of weird. Like, damn, I thought I was on top of shit. You know, I'm the media. I thought that everybody was watching this nigga except me. I know who Kevin Samuels is because he done went viral a few times. I didn't know who homeboy. I thought this nigga was a fitness instructor. I thought he was finna help some. I thought he was out here working out and whatnot. You know, if to be honest with you, he should just leave the relationship thing alone and just help niggas get their fucking shoulders and arms up. He should help niggas on leg day. He should just go right into online fitness and get all of the thirsties, you know, because he had a lot of women who were very thirsty for him. You know what I'm talking about? He could help him get rid of that corona weight. You know, his shit'll go through. His shit'll boom. His shit will start booming. You know what I mean? You gotta be you gotta coordinate. You gotta coordinate. You know, he definitely had a fan club. I think he still has a fan club. Oh yeah, that was. If y'all didn't check out Black Magic 363, which is Brother Rich's YouTube channel, please go and check that out. Yeah, I was on one that night. You know, I was on one that night.
Bang, 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 bang.
I was cooking Tamika Mallory and Black Lives Matter. And yeah, that part. Yeah, that part. That part. Yeah, bang, bang, bang. I was
Face first.
Oh, slow down, lady. What are you talking about? Yeah, I was cooking. So that's a classic episode. You know what I'm talking about? I was cooking on that one. You know, uh, had to. I had to speak up for Tamir Rice's mother, and I felt the pain that she was feeling. You know what I'm talking about? Uh, so yeah, and yeah, I was up there with the legends, Vicky Dillard and Professor Griff. They on a hot streak. You know what I'm talking about? They be doing the damn. I mean, Vicky is a force to be reckoned with. She reached out to us early in her career. She's, you know, I'm always stand next to her and shoot for her. When she first started out, she reached out to me and Blue to bring us on the show, and she extended, you know, the purple carpet for us, and you know, she shared with both me and Blue that she was a, you know, now I don't like saying the word fan, but she was like she fucks with the work. So, and then I checked her out and I seen what she was bringing to the game, and to be honest with you, you know, voices such as her are well needed in this black media ecosphere. You know, this ecosphere, this is like an echo chamber. You know, I don't hear a lot of strong, conscious, focused voices out there. You know, it's a lot of clout chasing, people just telling regular news. They're not putting no type of thought into their dissertations and stuff like that. And she brings that fire. She brings that fire. You know what I mean? So, you know, I respect her. I respect the whole Fly Nubian Queens. Like all of them is lit. You know what I mean? Everybody is doing their thing, you know? Smiling and yeah, she masters that. She masters that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Talcum X. You know what I'm saying? Talcum X. What are you doing? Yeah, I mean, that's why you're not gonna see me beating up on that man because everybody is taking shots at that man while he's down. I didn't hear them taking shots at him when he was up. Yeah, Pundy to the moon. You got some? Yeah, Pundy to the moon. You know? I didn't hear them taking no shots at homie when he was up. When he was in the gym, they wasn't shooting at him. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna beat nobody up when they down. The nigga's down. He down for the count. You know what I'm talking about? What kind of wreck can I get off of somebody when they're down? You know what I mean? Yeah, and Charlemagne the fraud, he got some fucking nerve. Like he shouldn't even be talking about nobody at the end of the day. Like, you know, he running around with his fake wokeness. So yeah, you know, it is what it is. You know how people be. You know how our people be. Yeah, they wasn't taking shots at Jada. They was making excuses. Wasn't they? They was making excuses. You want to go to the NYC? Yeah, pull up. Pull up. You know what I'm saying? But the side chicks is winning, man. Side chicks is winning. This is gonna be a real hot girl summer. Side chicks out here winning. Lust is winning.
To this day.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah, lust is winning. A lot of the news stories is highlighting that lust is winning. I'm not even gonna say the hoes are winning because that's one-sided. Lust is winning. The lust demon is winning. The situation I broke it down with the massage parlor where they talking about Asian hate crime. No, nigga, that was a sad ending to a place that was giving out happy endings. That's the happy ending spot. That's lust. The shit with Derek Jackson where he couldn't control his his little man and whatnot. That's lust, right? There's a few other examples that we could point out. It's a lot of lust going on, and the counterculture that the Democrats, the liberals are pushing, right? With their with their embracing of Megan, Cardi, and all things Stotty, their count it's a counterculture revolution, and it has a lot to do with the rainbow movement. You know what I'm talking about? It has a lot to do with them, spreading a lot of confusion, or not. They're not necessarily the ones that are spreading it, but if anybody does their research on the liberal left and whatnot, going all the way back to when they tried to upend the Black Power movement, all the way back to when they began to have their sexual cultural revolutions in London, UK. It came all the way into America with the hippie movement. Like this is what they do. This is what they do. This has a lot. This a lot of this shit is it's not just the American way. A lot of this has a lot to do with psychological operations, psyops and whatnot. Psychologists, along with the bankers, and along with the politicians and the big corporations, they have taken over American culture, and they're the ones who push the button. You know what I'm talking about? They're the ones who push the button. They crunch the numbers. They could have they could make somebody look like they're fucking number one. They can make somebody look like they're the hottest thing ever that's popping. Look at what they did with Little Nas X. They had you niggas thinking that he was the hottest thing since fried tofu. You know? And Sleepy Joe, you see him in his press conferences. I mean, he don't know what the fuck is going on in life. You know what I mean? Like he's completely oblivious to everything. If he can't even do a State of the Union and talk to his people, then people can't even talk to him. It's vice versa. You think that he's sitting through getting a strategic in a fucking meeting, you know, having some real deep conversations? I think not. I think not. Somebody said that I tried to vouch for Little Nas X. Yeah, before I knew that he was a Cheech. You know what I'm talking about? Before I knew that he was a Cheech, I was like, look, my son likes that music. You know what I mean? Niggas doing country. It's interesting. You know what I'm talking about? But then I was like, hell to the nah. I woke up real quick. When we look at Africa, we have so much culture. True indeed. You know? True indeed. But even in Africa, the culture has been, you know, somewhat poisoned in a way by the British Empire, by the French colonialism, you know, it's real. And I mean, and everybody's culture is not for everybody because everybody's not from Africa, or everybody's not from that tribe in Africa that has that culture. You can't group everybody together because everybody on Africa don't give it up the same way. You know what I'm talking about? That's a very big place. And they got tribes out there in different nations and they do things differently. So, you know, you just can't say blanket, you know what I mean? You just can't subscribe a blanket culture to everybody from Africa to everybody that's over here. It just don't work like that. Niggas is over here with a rich culture. There was an American Indian or Aboriginal culture. They don't even know what the fuck that is. You know what I'm talking about? They don't even know what this is. You know? They don't even know what this is. They don't even know how to take care. They don't even know how to tap into the you know, the American gods that are here. They don't even know how to tap into the power that's on this land like that. You know, there's a lot of definitely the proverbs, the African proverbs are full with knowledge. You're talking about people who have been here for millions upon millions of years. You know, a lot of knowledge. They're observers of life. They're observers of nature. They're observers of the behaviors of man. They have very, very keen and sharp observations. I fucks with their proverbs. You know, the Africans want to come to America, though. Yeah, they do. You know, they definitely do. I don't. What's gene therapy? I'm not sure about that. I don't know what the gene therapy is. You got to enlighten me. Shout out to Kenya. Brr. Am I coming to Africa? Yeah, I was scheduled to come to Ghana, and then that I slowed. You know that trip got kind of postponed because of the whole vaccination situation with Ghana. And I didn't really know what the fuck was going on with that. I see Queen of Fours over there. Shout out to Queen of Fours. She was on the Breakfast Club with Supernova Slum, shooting a shot, doing their thing. Salute to them. You know, I definitely co-sign everything that they're doing. So I see Queen of Fours in Ghana with Sister Amina and a few other people. So I know that she's not taking the vaccine. So I'm going to talk to her camp to see what is the protocols that they're doing and whatnot. But I will be in Ghana very soon. I gotta touch down in Ghana. You know, Americans want to go to Africa too. We don't have to do tit for tat. You know, we want to go back and forth. You know what I mean? It's not one wants to go to the other. I know more Africans that want to come to America though than I know Americans want to go to Africa because niggas could just get up and go to Africa. Like they don't have as many restrictions as Africans have coming into America. And to be honest with you, when you look at the flight logs on most of those planes, there's more Europeans and other people going over to Africa than it's niggas from the hood. You know what I'm talking about? Garvey was out here 100 years ago encouraging niggas to get up and pack their shit and go over to the continent. And you know, you could ask anybody from the continent, like, are there cities and was there a great migration, you know, over there like that? Like, did Mandem pack other than Liberia? Did neighborhoods, you know what I mean? Did a whole bunch of people pack up and go? I don't think so. You know, I don't think so. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I consider myself to be pretty much tapped in, and I don't hear a lot of brothers. I haven't met people online or haven't got DMs from groups of people, individuals, yes, but groups and collectives. Like, there's a standing army, like how they have the Nation of Islam, like organizations that are like 1,000, 4,000, 10,000, 50,000 deep. They're not saying, yo, we over here, Red. We migrated over here in the 90s when Biggie and them was popping. We over here in Senegal. We're in Mali. We wanted to go and live with the Dogons. Niggas go to Egypt to go see the pyramids and come right back. You know what I'm talking about? They go to Kemet and they come right back. I'm like, damn, you niggas didn't get no Tinder dates. You didn't find a shorty that made you want to stay. I'm just saying. Where's the families at? Nobody's going over there busting nuts. Nobody got no children in Africa. Where's the families at? I have yet to see a nigga say, yo, this is my son. I planted this seed in Ghana. And this is, little Mustafa. I'm just saying, where's the families? Where's wifeys? What why it's more people trying to fly something in from DR. Then they all saying, yo, my shorty from Zimbabwe is on her way in. I'm flying her in. I'm gonna get her the green card. I'm from the hood. Like, when shit lit, because they bringing their women back with them. And they looking real good over there. That's what I'm saying. Shit. Like, I don't see too many people say, yo, I got mad children over in the continent. I'm on my, I'm over here hustling so I could go back and raise them. And we done bought 20 acres, right, for 2 stacks. And I got a whole compound and whatnot. So, I'm just saying, I'm a person that gets stimulated by stimuli. I would love to hear from brothers who went over there and got them an African wife and really held it down, like locked shorty down, built a family with her, all of that. Africans marry African American. Now, on the other end, with the African men chasing African American women, oh nigga, that's a pandemic. You know what I'm talking about? That's a pandemic. You better hide your girl when the Nigerians pull up. That's a pandemic. They on our sisters. They on their backs. Where's the cultural exchange? You know what I'm talking about? Where's the cultural exchange? They over here planting their seeds wholesale. You know what I'm talking about? They are over there in Houston. They're in Harlem. The Nigerians, that is. They not waiting. So they see that they see something in our women. We're my thing is this: if I go to Egypt and I see all of those beautiful women on the fucking wall, you know what I mean? Because niggas is in love with stones and whatnot. Why you not going into the village where the Nubians are at and going wifing something up? She's fucking breathing, my nigga. You can't make love to a stone. I mean, you can, but ain't nothing gonna come out of that but some dust buckets. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody like, you know, I see more pictures when people go to these tropical islands, they hugged up, they at carnival and whatnot with wild shorties. Why they not giving a, you know, shout out to this is my guy Rashad McCory. He's over there in Ghana. He's doing it real big. You know what I mean? He's sending us a lot of hope back with the pictures and whatnot. But you know, where's a group of you niggas that are like single and whatnot? You know what I'm saying? You got your stimmy check and then you go to Tanzania and just, you know what I mean? Live it up. And for the sisters too. Are you going to the continent to go get your boo? Is Bay from the continent? You know what I'm talking about? Is Bay from the continent? Somebody said they're a lot aggressive. They practically want to marry you on the spot. They don't know your name yet. And hey, you know what I mean? Hey, I mean, shit. Maybe that's what y'all was praying for. Go talk to Kevin Samuels. You know, he might consider himself a high quality man. I mean, that's what y'all was asking for, right? Got to stick with the queens over here. See, now, now the conversation start changing. Nigerian women are dope. If you could get one, keep her. I mean, look. I was in Harlem for 15 years. 116th is down the block, right? 125th count from 116 to 125th, right? You could walk back and forth all day. And if you've seen the videos that we do in Harlem and they turn the camera around, all you see is Africans walk by us all day. It's Africans walking up and down 25th from day one, right? They not checking for us like that. And black men is not checking for their women like that. Now, the younger ones, they get indoctrinated into the city girl life. So you got these young African girls wearing wigs and whatnot. And fucking Jordans and Jolly Beans and Jordans. Snuffleupagus eyelashes. You know, they try to look like prostitutes. You know what I'm talking about? And it don't look right on them. It don't. That shit looks horrible. I'm like, that's just for that American culture is it don't look right on everybody. Like it's not to be fucking copied by everyone. That shit looks atrocious in some situations. Like, get your culture back. Stop trying to copy this shit right here because this shit is for the birds. You know what I mean? Where's your peoples at? Where your parents? Like, ew. Why? You get to see it from a different perspective, and it's like, nah. And then they eat at McDonald's and they cursing and they walking down the block. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to talk, you know, trying to talk city girl talk. And what are you, the Somalian JT? Like, no, ma, don't do that. Like, I don't know who you trying to impress, but that's not gonna get you the respect. So it's like the African women, the young girls get bullied, right? They get bullied, they get pressed. Cause I seen it being from Flatbush. I seen the Haitians go through it, right? I seen the Haitians go through it. Facts. You know what I'm talking about? Not the Jamaicans, not the Trinidadians, not the Panamanians. I seen the Haitians go through it. And then what did they do? They became assimilated into nigga culture in order to fit in. And niggas ran through them and did them wild dirty back in the days. You know what I'm talking about? They did them wild dirty back in the days. For them, it's almost like getting jumped into a gang. But you got to get, you know, when girls get jumped in, they get sexed in. So I'm looking now, and now the culture is is gang culture, red and blue, Bloods and Crips, and then it's drill culture, and then it's whole culture and some other type of degenerate expressions and exploitation that they're calling liberation, right? That the Democrats, the Democrats, by way of their social programming and whatnot, they have these young women confused to say that this is sexual liberation and this is power. Okay? You know what I'm talking about? And I'm looking at them, I'm like, damn, y'all assimilating into a culture that don't respect you from the beginning. They was talking crazy about you. They have all of these names for you when they had all of this fucking anti-Muslim shit going on post 9/11. Y'all was the ones getting beat up and chased down, and they was pulling your hijab off and everything. Now y'all got the weaves on and y'all got wigs and whatnot with the fucking with the y'all going too crazy with the lip gloss. And it's a weak assimilation. It's not an assimilation to where you just, you know what, I'm just gonna get on my fly girl shit. No, it's an assimilation to you try to fit in, right? And but you still standing out. You're still standing out. And then you're lowering your standards. And what one thing that I can say about African mothers and the Africans who came over here, they got standards. They got standards. They didn't come over here trying to be, or you know what I mean? They came over here with some standards. They still have their family intact. They still have a religion. Even I don't give a fuck if they're Christian or if they're Muslim. They still follow a tradition and a religion. So the children are revolting and trying to be niggas, and that shit don't look right. You know what I'm talking about? It don't fit. It's not a good fit. It's not a good fit at all. Let's not even talk about the African boys and whatnot, how they running around trying to be thugged out. You know, nigga, you look better in your traditional role. Don't try to cop. You know, that's what we got Pop Noodle and all of these niggas from Korea. And the white boy that just got smoked from Oklahoma. Remember the one that was like, I got time today? You know, that's not your culture. It's not your culture. The assimilation into other cultures from people who are not a part of that culture, it just it doesn't always mesh. It doesn't always look good. Same way that our people, melanated people, it's the same way when I sit back and I watch niggas trying to be gothic niggas. Like, you know, black niggas is trying to be gothic. You're trying to assimilate into gothic culture. You're wearing those fucking you know, you wearing the black shit and you look like Pinhead. You know what I mean? You wearing fucking buckles on your clothes and shit like that with bell bottoms and the big fucking the big high top boots and whatnot. And then, you know what I mean? Niggas got gauges in their ears and piercings in their lips. Like, you trying to look like you from the Addams family? Have a fucking seat. You know what I mean? Nigga, that ain't it, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You look like the hell. You don't look like the lead singer. You know what I'm talking about? You're not Slash, nigga. You look like the Help. You look like you carry the needles for these dope fiends. That's not it. You know what I'm talking about? Assimilation into something that's not yours. And I'm not to say that we're supposed to all be one culture and all look the same. No, be an individual. You're in America. Part of the Cultural Revolution was individualism. That's how they stood against the Cold War and communism, where everything was about the group. These niggas in America wanted to be individuals. Be yourself, though. Be yourself. Don't try to be like fucking Ozzy Osbourne, nigga. You're not Sharon Osbourne. You're not Ozzy, nigga. You're not Iggy Pop. You know what I'm talking about? You don't wear it the same. You feel me? You don't wear it the same. Should be looking crazy. It's not a good look. No. I'm not hating on your facial piercings. Let me just clarify that. I'm not hating on the facial piercings. I'm giving you the whole fit. I'm just giving you the whole fit where the people are like completely trying to be gothic and whatnot. They looking super emo, you know. And it's like I understand that you like the music because to be honest with you, nobody's gonna tell me what music to like or not. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is when you copy and paste, you're not original. You know what I'm talking about? And it's you assimilating into a culture that's somewhat foreign, and you don't do it right, that shit don't look good. Just you look fucking goofy, you know? So somebody said we wear Timbs, not Docs. Yeah, Doc Martin ass niggas. Like, come on. You know? Yeah. Nah, you not scary. The word assimilation exists for a reason. Yeah, well, it does. But then when people assimilate into black culture, you call it appropriation, right? When people assimilate into black culture, it's appropriation. Oh, why is that nigga over in Korea pop noodle? Why they looking like Young Thug? Why is this nigga dancing like Fabio? Look, must I remind you? Hold on. Let me show you what it looks like. This is assimilation. Everything ain't to be assimilated. You know what I mean? Everybody's culture is not to be assimilated. You know, I could listen to some rock and roll music and appreciate that shit from afar without trying to look like fucking Fred Durst. Yeah, there we go. Like that's not what's up. That's you know what I'm saying? That's not it, my niggas. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't it. I'm sorry. You want me to lie to you? That's not it. That's not a touchdown. You didn't body that. You know what I'm talking about? You didn't body that. You know how niggas is like, oh, he did that. No, nigga, you didn't do that. That's not it. Try again. No, my nigga. Let the world enjoy NYC hip hop. Nah, they not enjoying it. And that's not NYC hip hop. I'm sorry. You know? I'm just showing you what assimilation looks like. Yeah, I do listen to Pop Noodle. You know that, right? This is assimilation. You said something about assimilation. This is assimilation. This is assimilation into, you know, black culture, I guess. But when they do it, it's called cultural appropriation. A lot of people won't take this serious from our culture. They're like, this is cultural appropriation. Y'all are trying too hard because I promise you, nobody has a problem with it right now. But let them niggas sell 10 times. Let them go 10 times platinum. Let them go 10 times platinum. You know what I'm saying? Then people are going to have a problem with it. You know, let them knock Drake off of the pop charts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let them start setting records and things like that. And they start taking your lunch money. You're going to be like, damn, bro. You know what I mean? Let us eat, nigga. Like we can't have nothing. We can't have nothing. You know how black people are saying, we can't have nothing. So this is cultural appropriation. Is it a form of blackface? Is this a form of blackface? Is this similar to what they were doing back in the days called race music? I'm just wondering. Could this be seen similar to what Al Jolson was doing with the jazz singer? Could this be similar to that? I don't know. You know? Is it a form of coonery? Those questions remain. Is this a form of what they call buffoonery and coonery? And when we had the Jim Crow, Step and Fetch It, and all of them, is this the modern day version of that? Or is it just people loving our music? You know what I mean? What the fuck does loving our music get us? Yeah, they're monetizing that shit. What the fuck? What does loving our music, how does loving our music help us out? You know what I'm saying? I see it more like a fetish in a sense. It's like a fetish, you know? And like I said before, is there a cultural exchange? Are those artists coming back and saying, you know what? As a result of us copying your culture, we're going to give you something from our culture that you could benefit from. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe that they take what we don't want. I would say that we still want that though. It's not that we don't want the same the videos that I was just showing you where they doing a pop smoke dance and he's like Fabio. We still want that shit because that's hot in America right now. That we didn't throw that away. You know what I'm saying? I would say maybe breakdancing. There's people turned their backs on breakdancing and the Jabberwockies and people in Korea ran with it. But when it comes to K-pop and when it comes to them copying drill and whatnot, we didn't throw that away. Our people didn't throw that away. That's still popular, you know? But we, meaning us, we don't have a level of control over our art and our culture. Our art and our culture is being controlled by others, and those other people be giving out passes. They don't care. You feel me? They don't really care. The others are the small hats, you know? And they're the ones who are setting up record companies and distribution and all. They're getting bags off of the culture once again. You know what I mean? Once again, they're getting big bags off of our culture, and our young men is out here still killing themselves and taking penitentiary chances and being victims of poverty when they have a multi-billion-dollar culture, multi-trillion-dollar culture. I would go on the ledge and say it's a multi-trillion-dollar culture, right? That collectively we all should be benefiting from. The shit should be a stock. It should be an ETF. We all should benefit from it. Hip hop should be on the stock market, and we should all be shareholders. And whenever somebody uses our, it should be trademarked, and it should be a part of our reparations package, along with jazz, along with rhythm and blues, along with rock and roll. Everything that we created should be patented, and it should be part of our collective it should be collectively part of our portfolio as a nation. Okay, as a nation, there's ways to do it, especially nowadays with the technology in our favor. You know what I'm talking about? Because if we don't benefit off of, you say, oh, the fucking TikTok dances, look at what Fortnite did. They took the dances, and that is an intricate part of why Fortnite is so sticky, is because those dances were modern dances that those young men and women were familiar with. And when they saw the video game doing it, they was like, oh, Fortnite is hip, right? They're hip. So whatever they have to take from our impoverished neighborhoods, whatever they have to take from the fucking gutter in the trenches and sprinkle it on their little corporate hamburgers, that's what they continue to do. And we always wind up getting the short end of the stick, right? Like as if we're not the fucking creators, as if this is not our intellectual property, as if this was not some shit that somebody created in their small ass apartment or in the backyard of their small ass houses. You know what I'm talking about? Or in the projects or wherever they had to do it at. You know what I mean? And the struggle doesn't even get factored in. Nobody even factors in the struggle. There is no back payment on the goddamn struggle. But corporate America and these multinational agencies and whatnot, these multi-billion-dollar companies like Universal, they just feast off of us. Culture vultures like a motherfucker. They just feast off of us. Now we can't stop the fact that our culture is lit and people gravitate towards us because we are lit, right? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But what is something that is wrong, the fault that I'm pointing out is that corporately, yeah, GTA, you know what I'm talking about? GTA still eating. And they done took gangbanging and made that a video game and shit like that. Carjacking and, you know, niggas running around with the chopper and whatnot. You know, they done took that with the radio station. You could turn on the radio station and listen to your favorite hip hoppers. You know what I mean? You know, we built the video game world up through Madden, through NBA, all of those NBA games, you know, through GTA. Not to say that we're the only race that plays video games. No. You know what I mean? But there's something called cultural exchange. If our culture is being absorbed by another culture, that's cool. It is what it is. It's consumption. It's a consumer based type of thing, right? We're going to be consumed by other cultures. They're into consumption. My thing is this, it's called cultural exchange. Go and look it up. It means something. It has value and it has weight to it. What can we get in exchange for what we give you guys? There is something that Koreans, there is something that the Chinese, there is something that the Japanese have created that we can use. The same way that they found some shit by rummaging through our fucking trash. They're like, you know what? We're going to take this mumble shit and we're going to run with it to the point where China had to, and Russia, they had to ban the fucking culture. They had to ban the music. Like, no, we are not letting our video game, we're not letting our future engineers, our future fucking coders and doctors degenerate themselves with this mumble rap. You know what I mean? So we're gonna ban this shit from our country because this is a fucking opium. You know what I'm talking about? This shit is an opiate. These little niggas is out here trying to kill each other now. They want to sell drugs. They don't want to speak proper Mandarin. They want to fucking mumble. I don't have a problem with the developing countries saying, yo, what the hell is this? Are these little niggas over here mimicking our consciousness? You know what I'm talking about? Are they mimicking J Electronica? Are they mimicking God Hop? Are they mimicking Most Def in China? Where's the Chinese Most Def? Where's the fucking Korean Kambata? You know what I mean? Where's the you know what I'm saying? Where's the Nigerian fucking Loaded Lux? Why are they only copying the worst of us? Why are they mimicking the worst expression of us? Is it because it's the easiest form of hip hop to mimic? You don't really gotta think too much. I'm just wondering. Yeah, this shit is sacred. The fuck? Yeah, where's the Vietnamese Nas? I would love to meet him. Or is it because they're doing the same thing to those artists that they're doing to the ones over here, where they completely smother them and they won't let their faces and their names and everything be known, but they do exist. You know what I'm saying? Can we get they got a Bangladesh Benny out there. You know what I'm talking about? They got a fucking Bangladesh Benny the Butcher, but where the hell is where's our Syrian Sarak? Well, if it's underground, I'm begging somebody to bring it from under the ground. The Asians love Wu-Tang and old school hip hop, but they're not they're not replicating that. They're not recreating that. When I do my searches and whatnot, I don't find the Asian Wu-Tang. As much as they love that shit, I don't see them copying that. But they running with some fucking Fabio, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? They got the Bengali Bobby Shmurda, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? They running with that. You know what I mean? They running with that. Believe you me. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. They got the Lebanese Gucci man, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That shit is everywhere. It's everywhere. They got they got Russian red mans. You know what I'm saying? A Cambodian a Cambodian cannabis, right? Where's that at? Like, what the fuck? If you could dig it up, share it with me. I would look forward to hearing some of that. I would definitely look forward to hearing them copying, you know, the niggas who, you know, the artists that we consider to be lyricists, and you know that we hide. There's a lot of them. You got Royce the 5'9", you know. When rap got less lyrical, that's when all of these other races start wanting to rap. When rap got less lyrical, that's when you got 8,000 Lils on Spotify. Niggas in America, not just overseas, everybody started wanting to rap because the standard, right? When you lower the standards, everybody wants a piece. That's what I'm saying, going all the way back to what I was speaking about with, you know, the culture and how, you know, the how they're debasing women and whatnot, how they're debasing our beautiful women who are sacred, but when they become debased, everybody wants a piece now. So I remember there was a day and time where the nigga at the gas station, the Punjabi at the gas station, wouldn't even fucking fix his lips to try to holler. I remember when the Arabs and the bodegas and whatnot, they wouldn't even fix their fucking lips, their halal lips, to holler at any one of our queens. They wouldn't even think about it. They wouldn't even play themselves. They were so shook that she would go back and tell her baby father, her husband, her brother, her uncle, and they would come in there and wear them the fuck out and pack them up, that they wouldn't even play with that shit. But now, and y'all call that liberation? You know what I mean? I thought last week there was a complaint about too many people paying y'all attention. Y'all can't go down the block without niggas cat calling y'all. And then more clothes came off. You know what I'm talking about? To the point where you're looking just like a porn star. You know what I mean? Porn stars have a look. You know what I'm talking about? They have a fucking look. And that look has been completely blended into society by, you know, and that's the look now. That's the look. Go and look at old covers from Janet Jackman's days and everything. Go pull up old Vanessa Del Rio shit. That's a look. So now, anywhere that you go around the world, they're not coming at you with the, you know what I mean? They're not coming at you with chivalry. They're not coming at you with chivalry. They're not approaching you on some old, you know, with some fucking forms of respect, the same way that they want their women to be respected. No, they're coming at you like you're a whore. They're asking you how much. You know what I'm talking about? They're disrespecting you. You think that's respectful? They see our queens being disrespected, so they see open game. My thing is this: in warfare, right? In warfare, the booty goes to the victor, right? Meaning that the highest prize in warfare is the woman. That's the spoils of war. That is the spoils of war. You know what I'm talking about? So if they could get your woman without even going to war, but that's a telltale sign that you niggas been at war and you lost the war. The war on drugs, you lost that. The war on drugs took the fathers, the uncles, the brothers, all of these niggas out the house. That's the war on drugs. It's a real war. And I've brought this up before. How is it that they had a legit war on drugs and the labels was signing nothing but drug dealers? That's like them saying we have a war on fucking terror and they signing niggas that call themselves the Taliban and Bin Laden wholesale. You would be like, that's some blasphemy. If there's a war on terror and they sign nothing but fucking Arabs from Afghanistan called little fucking ticking bomb, like little ticking bomb and little suicide bomber and fucking young, you know what I'm saying? Young Bin Laden, niggas would be like, what are they doing? But there was a war on drugs, a legit war on drugs that Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, and a whole bunch of politicians helped to enact, and that fucking war had casualties, but they were signing drug dealer after drug dealer after drug dealer after drug dealer, and all of the record execs and everybody was in on it, and they knew how to play the stock market, and you niggas are just finding out by watching Earn Your Leisure on how to play the fucking stock market. You didn't know how to play a stock market, but they did. They know how to bet on futures. They knew how to bet on the prison stocks. They even knew how to bet on the fucking prison food that they was feeding you niggas, and they got rich off of that. Yeah, little kamikaze. So I'm like, what and these are multi-billion-dollar corporations that have shareholders. Universal, Sony, all of these people have shareholders. The shareholders know what the fuck is going on because they have to tell the shareholders, we are signing a fucking gang member who's going to push gang culture at our record label, but this is how you benefit off of it. And that's what they did. And they got filthy rich off of you niggas' backs. So my thing is this: other races know that you lost the war. They know that you lost the war, and the spoils of war is your women. Because what are the women saying? It's not enough men around. Yeah, them niggas got washed. They got washed in a protracted war that it's a war that's been taking place since the 80s, since they held up that officer's badge that got killed. Robert Burns, Ed, what is his name? Edward Burns. They got killed in Queens, and then Ronald Reagan declared war. They've been at war since. And putting you niggas into slavery is a part of the war. They didn't have to kill everybody. They put you niggas in jail for 80 years for 5 grams. That's warfare. You know what I'm talking about? And they disrupted the black family. They disrupted the black neighborhoods. And then they went and gentrified your neighborhoods. And then it's still a chemical war. I'm walking through New York today. I see nothing but fucking dope fiends. And the shit is disgusting. Okay? It's disgusting, bro. Other races don't look like us. Other races are not going through the same shit. I don't see Korean dope fiends. I don't see Arabic dope fiends. I don't see, you know what I mean, Italian dope fiends running around. I see niggas and fucking Spanish people out in these streets looking super crazy. Super crazy. I'm a Scorpion. I'm ready to Thanos snap a lot of niggas. Like, that's just my dark side. I don't have a lot of compassion when it just gets too much. You know what I'm talking about? I wear my heart on my sleeve. But it just gets to a point where I become numb to shit. And I'm like, bro, what's gonna clean this shit up, bro? This shit is an eyesore. I know LA is mad crazy. Philly is crazy. Atlanta is fucking crazy. New York is crazy. I'm talking about the dope fiend epidemic. And these are some old ass niggas. And it's new dope fiends, but I'm looking at the old dope fiends like, y'all should be ashamed. Y'all went from crack to dope, bro. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? This is not what's up. Like, these are all able bodies that could be doing thing. They could be doing something with their bodies. With their bodies. New York is on different. I'm telling you, it's different out there. I haven't gone everywhere because of COVID restrictions. I ain't go to Portland. I haven't been to Seattle. I haven't been to Oregon where crack is legal. I haven't been all over the place. But where I go, places that I go, nigga, Connecticut is fucking atrocious in a sense. New York is looking. I'm talking about New York is looking. When I say crazy, yeah, don't ride the trains after a certain time because you're gonna see some shit that you can't unsee. Niggas is shooting dope in the train station. They smoking crack. They going crazy. They doing whatever the fuck they want to do, and then they made weed legal. So it's just gonna push this shit a lot further to. They've been smoking weed in the streets. I'm not really, I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm like, nah, don't legalize it right now because they already that because I'm getting glimpses of what this shit is gonna really be like. It's already a public health crisis. These niggas be nah. I'm not even gonna go in too much because, like I said. I drove through Skid Row when we went out there for the Nipsey shit. Now I was asking niggas, when is this gonna stop? I'm looking at my watch, like, nigga, we've been riding for about 15 minutes. When is it gonna stop? You know what I mean? When is it gonna stop? And then I'm looking at the documentary about the Panthers with Afeni Shakur and the Shakurs and whatnot. And they was dealing with these dope fiends all the way back then. These niggas was on dope all the way back then when New York was super run down. So it's like, how you gonna be a dope fiend? Like, it's like with crack. If I was a child and I seen what crack did to the neighborhood, or I seen what crack did to my parents, why the fuck would I start smoking it? Even though I know that I might have addiction in my bloodline and whatnot in my veins, but god damn it, I would do everything to avoid that. So it's like, if I see all of these new dope fiends out here, it's like, y'all didn't see what the dope did in the 70s? What the fuck? I could understand a few people slipping, but thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people slipping, taking the fucking Fetty. Niggas is on dope. In the 2000s and 20s, when cars are driving themselves, niggas is doing dope. So New York, they done let the insane asylums, the homeless shelters, the jails. They let mad niggas out of the jails. They done let everybody out the insane asylums, which are the mental health facilities, Randall's Island and whatnot. They let the homeless shelters, they're overflowing, and they let all of the dope fiends roam freely. It's niggas walking past the police smoking weed these days. It doesn't matter anymore. You know what I'm talking about? The police stopped working after the fucking George Floyd shit. They don't give a fuck. They really don't. They really don't. You got to be committing a real horrible crime for these niggas to react. They really don't. They could give three fucks. They really just collecting checks at this point. I seen a nigga. You know how they got the motorcycle gangs? I seen a nigga pull the motorcycle in front of the police car and tell that nigga to wait while the rest of the bike niggas roll by. Like, he told the nigga wait. And then the police hit the lights, bloop bloop. And this was a little nigga. He couldn't be more than 13. He did not budge. He looked at the police car and was like, nigga, wait. Don't you see my fucking gang, nigga? Like, wait. Because the police can't chase the bikes, right? I'm like, nah, this is Gotham. These niggas this shit is lawless for real. Yeah, the new weed is GMO. The new weed got crack in it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. The new weed got crack in it. All of them different flavors. You smoke that shit. You know what I mean? Like some of that weed got crack in it, bro. Real talk. I'm dead ass. You know what I'm talking about? I smoked some shit one day and start seeing zombies, nigga. I start hearing niggas like, what the fuck? Nigga, the weed got crack in it. Yeah, that Zaza, nigga. That Zaza Gabor, nigga. Like, that weed got crack in it. So they about to legalize weed. I mean, it's almost they said that they passed legislation in New York. They letting niggas uh recreationally smoke. You could grow plants in your house, right? All kind of shit that they just did because you know they got the Cuomo, the governors in a sex scandal, and they about to get rid of his ass, right? So whatever that they did with Cuomo, it has something to do with the legislation. Because when I saw everything happening with him, I'm like, oh, something is about to happen. They putting a lien on him. This is a hit. He got a fucking hit job. Me Too is a hit. Is the shit is like a political drive-by. That's how they hit you. They started it in California with Hollywood, but the Me Too shit is like a hit job. So I'm like, damn. And then when I seen the article about weed being legalized, I said, that's it right there. That's what all of the hoopla was about. Whoever's legalizing this shit, whoever's about to make a few $billions off of it, they position themselves and then they put the lien on the politicians to make that shit go through. Right? Yeah. Cuomo was arduently against it. Now he's with it. You know what I mean? Now he's with it. Yeah, the Armenians, they got they the growers, right? They got the market. So they're gonna allow people to grow in their houses. Nigga, do you know how crazy the weed market is about to be in New York? I mean, once New York falls, it's gonna happen in the 50 states. I've said this before. Once I saw it happen in New Jersey, I said, yeah, that's just a pilot because New York needs the money. New York is toe up right now. You know what I mean? New York is toe up. So they need the bread. So that's part of their treasure chest. That's part of their war chest and things of that nature. But the shit is gonna be super GMO, right? Yeah, they came after him for the nursing home first. And then they start hitting them with the sex crimes, right? Then they start hitting them. So the nursing homes, that's worse than the sex crimes because those are bodies that he got on his hands. So to be honest with you, he would rather the attention about the sex crimes to get the attention of the murders that was taking place as a result of the COVID in the fucking nursing homes. He got bodies on his hands, you know? Um New York got its own COVID strain. Does it? Does it? I'm not sure. So it's just a huge racket, you know. It's a huge racket. A lot of people are going to be poised to, shout out to all of the brothers and sisters that have their own dispensaries or their own strains. Look out for the red pill strain coming. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about. I ain't against it. I'm just saying that it's about to be off the chain because, like I said, they already walking around blowing dank in the streets like it's nothing. They just walking around blowing it down in New York like it's nothing. The stimmy hit, niggas is on that. They smoking them Joe packs. You know what I mean? The money bag Joes and the Obama runts. But it's really about to turn up. This shit is really finna turn up in a minute. You know, it's just gonna the minute you cross the motherfucking bridge, you gonna smell pure trees in the sky, pure weed in the motherfucking air. Get out the Holland Tunnel, you better roll your window up because they just gonna be blowing it down. You know, they're gonna be blowing it down. My face is clear. Oh, I'm glad you asked. I moisturize my face with my face rollers. Where's my face roller? I do these with the CBD oil, right? I do a lot of that. But I put these in a freezer. These are very delicate too, by the way. Anybody that's buying these, I got these on a Red Summer merch right there. Go pick up a few of them. But they're very delicate. You know what I mean? Try not to drop them because these are crystals. You know what I'm saying? These are crystals. So you got to be very, this is opalite. This is a very rare one. You know what I mean? We got flavors though. We got amethyst, pink quartz, uh, moldavite. You said you're on them gummies now. I can't do the gummies. I can't do the edibles. Too strong. That shit sneak up on me and put me in a cobra clutch. You know what I mean? Somebody said the stimmy hit. I heard the stim. I heard niggas done ran through the stimmy already. You know what I'm talking about? I heard they done ran through the stimmy already. The malls was packed for a few days. Niggas couldn't hold that 14 don't stretch. You know, sneakers is like $300 these days. Shit different. You know what I'm talking about? Shit different. Unless you gonna get you 100 sundresses. You know what I'm talking about? Unless you're gonna get 100 suits out of Fashion Nova. You know what I mean? With that 1400, you might get 100 outfits from Fashion Nova. But other than that, if you go to the mall with the stimmy, you're gonna get hit. You know what I'm talking about? You finna get hit. That shit is going into 2 outfits and that's it. You know what I mean? Don't go to the Louis store with the stimmy, nigga. You're gonna get a wallet and a belt, and that's it. It's over. It's over, Hova. You know what I'm talking about? And you could go to the food court, but then you're done. You're done. You're finished. You're finito. You know what I mean? You get you a new pair of Jordans and maybe a belt. You know? I went to the IRS. I put my name in there, and that shit came back said, "Nigga, you got to be kidding, right?" I was like, "Y'all gonna do me like that?" That shit looked at me like that website was like, "Nigga, you got to be kidding, right? You don't get no stimmy, nigga. You don't get no stimmy. You're not even part of our system." Yeah. Shit, I wish, yeah, man. I wish we could all put our money together and go get some land. You know, that'd have been fly. I wish all of these niggas is running around talking about they economic gurus and whatnot. I wish they'd get some land. It's a lot of people on Instagram that became millionaires and uh economic gurus overnight. You know what I mean? Everybody's a millionaire now on Instagram and everybody's a fucking guru. So I'm just waiting to see who gets land. Like the young boy built a school in Albany. He's 21. So we'll see. You know, we'll see. You know, all of those rented cars and houses. You know what I mean? We'll see when that turns into real land. Not giving them white people their money back. You know what I'm saying? Not running back to these white people and giving their money back. That's not doing nothing. Like, I'm not impressed at all. You dig? How much would it cost to buy a functional city? To build a functional city? A few million. A few million. I didn't see that from Willie D. I didn't see that. Yeah, we may do a whole episode on the crystals. Like I said, if you can make it to New York City, hold on a minute. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up this flyer. I forgot about this flyer. Doing so much shit. Me and Blue Pill is doing something, right? Pay us in crypto. Give me 1 second. Where's that flyer at? One second. I gotta pull something up for y'all. Yeah, we have a lecture coming up about crypto and crystals. That's gonna be in Newark, New Jersey. Shout out to all of my Newark family, my Jersey family. Y'all be in the building for that. Y'all should pull up for that. That's gonna be noise. That's gonna be in the let me see. I'll pull it, I'm gonna pop it up right now. Boop. That's April the 3rd from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Aqua Water Bar. I think that's 547 Central Avenue, Newark, New Jersey, right? Crypto and crystals, metaphysical market is going to be the brother who's going to be throwing this is Brother Divine, right? Yeah, Brother Divine. He got a whole bunch of crystals. He got a lot of stuff that he'll be selling. We'll have our crystals there. You feel me? We'll have our merchandise there. Blue Pill is guaranteed to have the gold and whatnot. I'm gonna have clothing. I'm gonna have other merchandise. So if you are from Jersey, y'all was in the chat, right? Saying that y'all from Jersey and whatnot. Yeah, I want y'all to pull up. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, pull up. Yeah, Aqua Fit Water Bar on Central Avenue. I'm sure if you're from that area, you know what I'm talking about. It's the grand opening. Our good brother has him. He got a new spot. So we're gonna bless the spot. We're gonna open it up with him. You know what I mean? And yield. That'll be fuego. And then right after that, 16th to the 18th, that whole weekend, we're gonna be doing with entrepreneurship, abundance, manifestation. Come learn how to attract money, new businesses, entrepreneurship, a new mate, new healthy lifestyles, etc. We're gonna be covering all of those topics. And then, of course, on the 31st, I'll be hosting The Evolution Will Be Digitized. That's going to be on Zoom. If you want to get a ticket, it's in the description, or you could do TEWBD21. That's short for The Evolution Will Be Digitized 21.eventbrite.com. This is the same flyer. We'll be dealing with decentralized autonomous organizations, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, non-fungible tokens, 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Wednesday, March 31st, only on Zoom. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's gonna be my time. I think that's gonna be my time. I think that's gonna be my time for tonight. You know, um, we'll be back on Monday, on Melanin Monday. I'm gonna do a very stacked show. We're gonna lean into the cryptocurrency. I'm gonna give you a preview of Wednesday's class or the workshop. I'll keep that conversation on Monday, leaning into some of the topics that I'll be covering in the workshop, so you guys get an understanding about how we're going to give it up. Because I definitely want y'all to I wanna simplify things that may seem to be a little bit difficult. Because I'm not gonna shit you. This shit right here, like this digital shit, all of this right here, this is not easy to teach, bro. It's a lot of shit, bro. Like cryptocurrency by itself, it's a whole world. Like it's not easy. Blockchain is different blockchains, and they all have different functions. There's blockchain 1, blockchain 2, blockchain 3. Like the research that I've been doing, I got bags and what? I gotta use this shit under my eyes, because really this part is for your bags if you got puffy eyes, because I've been breaking day. You know what I mean? I've been sleeping, when you fall asleep with the computer on you and shit, that's radiation. You know what I mean? Like I've been going in. I've been digging deep. Pause. So, but yes, it is a new paradigm shift. And when it's a new paradigm shift, you're going to need somebody to break it down. You don't want to be late. You don't want to catch this late. You don't want to be behind the 8 ball. You're not participating because there's nobody breaking it down and making it simple for you. That's where I come in. I'm able to break shit down, and I'm able to, simplify things, speak it in a language where we could understand it. You don't want to be late. You don't want to be still working. What's the NFT? How do I mint something? What's the proper platform? Like all of those questions, we're gonna answer them. And like I said, I might have a special guest. I'm hosting it. You know what I mean? Don't mean that I'll be teaching everything. I'm hosting it. So, you should be in for a surprise. But with that being said, yeah. Love and light to the family. We're going to tap out on a song. I think I'm gonna play Goat. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna end it on Goat. All right. They created like a puzzle and they make you work for it. What's that? In which what you talking about? And entire the video game. You know, it's to be honest with you, the crypto world is mad fun though. You know what I mean? Like they don't make it to where it's not fun. That's why the children are gonna adapt this easily. Once we figure out a way to get their attention and draw them in, they're going to take this shit and run with it, because this whole crypto space with the dApps, with the virtual, with the NFTs, all of this shit is being really, it's like fun. You know what I mean? It has a fun factor to it. So if you sit up and play video games all day, if you're into the video game world, if you're a gamer, well, god damn it, it's a natural progression. I shit you not. You know what I mean? Like it's a natural progression. You're gonna win in this space. You really are going to win in this space. So the gamification of a lot of these things are on the way. You know what I mean? And you are going to be able to adapt. You're going to pick up, you're going to understand it more than somebody who's not a gamer. Let's just say that. Okay. So with that being said, love and light to the family. Y'all stay dangerous. You know what I mean? Y'all stay focused. Um, that's the Cash App right there. All right. I know people were asking about that. And I also want to put the email up there. Anybody that wants to send question, comments, or concerns. We're also doing advertising. Hit us up for the rates. We'll send you the email with the rates for anybody that wants to do any type of advertising for their products and their services. I prefer commercials, but if you got flyers, if you have something coming up, you have a business that you're launching, a book that you're launching, a hair product that you're launching, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, Whatever you have that's on the stove and you want to get it off the stove. Remember, this is spring. So we're doing spring cleaning. We're springing forward. We're in a new year. This is a new time. We embracing the second quarter and whatnot. And we're gonna be about we're gonna, support and promote other businesses and brothers and sisters who have their endeavors. When that stimmy hit, put that shit into one of your new businesses, put it into making a commercial, a 30-second or a 60-second commercial. You'd be surprised how far they go. Put it into Facebook advertising, put it into advertising on Melanin Mondays and Third Eye Thursdays. You feel me? Put it into merch, make some merch. Upgrade your website, get that shit a facelift, take your website to Dr. Miami, give it a body, get that shit a body job, get it a new body, that part. So yeah, with that being said, love and light to the family. We out.
Yeah, ho. Yeah, ho. Yeah, ho.
These hoes, they but us, they naked, shaking their ass and shaking their titties. Pussies at bucks, they're staring at bucks, trying to break them a 50. They showing they oats. Remember we living in Quaker City. They taste the ditty, they hate the litty. They still make you walk for cheap cake for Diddy. I'm at the bar place like I could take the city. Brothers like King James, I'm up in Laker City. Illuminati, 12 day shoddy, all of my body. 7 whole days to state your theory. I be an 850I, make the series. The race was pretty. You niggas that stayed woke. Now you owe faith to Diddy. Take that, take that, take that. Take that. Ho, yeah. The only dudes on your channel channeling ghosts. Camels on coke, exposing the oaths of the camels and goats. Blowing the ram of the goats. Channeling ghosts to the ghosts. To go to the quotes on cameras and posts. Nodeless radio, 10 strong, the channels are goat. Painted a coat, banana the boat. Pan Africans, wearing the garb, they standing on boats. So much of the cloth is flannel on totes. Meeting the masters, the panel of goats. Boogie down bronze, Yankee the fitted, Mickey Mantle the coast. The valley of death, panel the ghost. The mental approach, the ambulance close. White candles afloat. The plug of my ears, sparkle and shining like sugar my tears. Red in the blue, color the purple. I was with sugar those years. Listen to wisdom of Sophia. It was like sugar the ears. It was like sugar the ears.